Welcome to That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon. I'll predict at least some of these Week 11 games right. Perna. Don't know how I did last week. Don't care. I'm on to Pittsburgh. I'm on to Cleveland, Miami, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, Miami. Already said Miami. Baltimore, Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago, LA, both of them, Minnesota, Arizona, Houston, Kansas City, Denver, Cincinnati, New York, Washington, New Orleans, Buffalo, Philadelphia, Dallas, Atlanta, and Seattle. That's my focus this week, pretending to know important facts about 28 teams. Jesus Christ, I am a fraud if there ever was one. That's good sports. This episode is sponsored by BetDSI.com, one of the best sports books out there. There's a link in the description, and my code, GOOD25, will give you $25 to wager however you want. You can bet on any game, any sport with BetDSI, and my code, GOOD25, gives you money to bet with. So you lose nothing. You literally only have something to gain, which is more freaking money. And today I'm gonna tell you maybe some of those bets you should do. The Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers at home are 7-point favorites. And the real question is, will I get this video up before the game starts? Odds say no. This could be a good Thursday night game, something we haven't seen in a while. Both teams are on 4-game win streaks, and both are division leaders. I doubt the Steelers cover the spread in this one, though. I mean, the Colts nearly beat them last weekend, and the Titans are much better than the Colts most of the time. However, Pittsburgh plays better at home, and I believe late in the season, the home team on Thursday Night Football has an advantage. 3 of the last 4 games have went to the home team. Tennessee did flat out stop the run against the Bengals. I think they allowed like 53 rush yards, but struggled with A.J. Green and Brandon LaFell in the passing game. Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, JuJu Smith Schuster, that's a far more talented group than the Bengals have. Tennessee did rush for 216 against Cincy, and even got corner Adoree Jackson involved in the run game. I like Pittsburgh's front 7. They're better with Stephon Tuitt, Hayward, Hargrave, but Mariota needs to hand the ball off a lot and run himself because the Steelers are very stingy against the pass. Second best in the NFL right now. And we all know Tennessee can't pass for shit. It's strength against strength. And I like the Steelers on a short week with all the playmakers they have on offense. A prediction relevant for less than a couple hours. The 6-3 Jaguars at the 0-9 Browns. Jags, 8-point favorites. I bet you didn't know this, but the Browns have the 4th best defense against the run right now, allowing 86.4 yards per game. But does that matter if they give up the 4th most points per game in the NFL at 26.7? No. Jacksonville tried to lose last week against the Chargers. Bortles threw 2 interceptions in the final 2 minutes, and Josh Lambo saved their asses with 2 field goals. The Browns are due to win soon, maybe, but not against the NFL sack leaders who will make Deshaun Kaiser wish any other team drafted him this weekend. Jags win. The 3-6 Bucks at the 4-5 Dolphins. Vegas says no advantage here. Both teams stinky poo-poo butt boys. Sorry, that was a report by a kindergarten class, actually, about the game. This is like choosing between bashing your face against a bed of nails while Jay Cutler blows smoke rings around your neck, or listening to Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, and Colin Cowherd shout life advice hot takes at you while Jameis Winston massages your neck with his wet V hands, forcing you to eat his stolen undercooked crab legs. Yeah, that bad. Fitzpatrick is starting for the Bucks, and I just feel like this is going to be a game with a bunch of interceptions for him. Give me Miami, I guess. The 4-5 Ravens at the 5-4 Packers. Ravens, 2-point favorites. This game is all about the run. If Green Bay can contain Javarius Allen and Alex Collins like they did to the Bears backs last week, I think they get a win. Joe Flacco has been terrible this season as a passer. He is literally dead last in the NFL with 165 pass yards per game. The Bears are second worst with 169, so fuck it. Give me Green Bay and a slightly improving Brett Hundley to get the win against a team with a one-dimensional offense. The 5-4 Lions at the 3-6 Bears. Lions, 3-point faves. When Mitch Trubisky completes less than 10 passes, the Bears win. When he throws for 297 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 picks, they lose. 2 wins for the Bears when Biskey completed 8 and 4 passes, 2 losses when he completed 14 and 21. Less may be more for Chicago, but I'm picking the Lions to win, and even though I think Chicago has a respectable defense, I'm taking the Lions to cover the 3-point spread as well. Stafford has 5 TDs, 1 pick, and over 900 yards passing in the last 3 games, and the Lions will be 100% healthy for the first time on offense all year. Go Lions! The 3-6 Bengals at the 3-6 Broncos. As usual, come back tomorrow for an in-depth breakdown of this game. And yes, the Broncos have a chance. The 7-2 Rams at the 7-2 Vikings. Vikings, 2-point favorites. Sorry, this is going to be in a separate video as well. It's the game of the week, and when I started looking at this matchup, I couldn't shut the hell up. The 4-5 Cardinals at the 3-6 Texans. Houston, 1-point favorites. Imagine right now you have a football erection. Close your eyes thinking about Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, and that Saxonville defense. Yes, you get a solid, full midnight football boner. Keep your eyes closed as I say these names: Drew Stanton, Blaine Gabbert, Tom Savage, and TJ Yates. What does that do? Does it start to fascinate your NFL erection? How about I say Bill O'Brien's chin dimple? Boom! Your boner drops faster than when you see and hear Kellyanne Conway on your TV. So if this is the game you're stuck with, maybe catch up on some reading. And I think the Cardinals will win on the road. The 6-3 Chiefs at the 1-8 Giants. Chiefs are 10.5 favorites. Some people are applauding Ben McAdoo for having a come-to-Jesus meeting with his team this week. Personally, I think it's way too late for that. Maybe the Giants play a little better. I would start Sterling Shepard and Orleans Darkwa if you have them in your fantasy leagues, but coming off a bye, I think the Chiefs will probably win, but by less than the 10.5 point spread if you're betting on this game on BetDSI. The 4-5 Washington Redskin Potatoes at the 7-2 Saints. Saints, 8-point favorites. Washington is up, then they are down, which means they'll probably be up again this week. They played well on the road against Seattle, but then got owned at home by the Vikings last week. I believe they will keep this game close against the Saints, but after 7 straight wins, the emergence of a dangerous running game between Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, especially on the goal line with Ingram, and a defense tied with Minnesota and Seattle, only allowing 18.3 points per game, I have to pick the Saints. They finally have a very good team surrounding Drew Brees. They move on to 8-2. The 5-4 Buffalo Bills at the 3-6 Chargers of Los Angeles. The Bills are benching Tyrod Taylor because their defense has been terrible for 2 straight weeks. Hey Buffalo, will having Tyrod on the bench help you not give up 34 to the Jets and 47 to the Saints? No, smart move, idiots. Oh wait, what's that? Tyrod only had 56 passing yards and an interception against the Saints? Okay, let's see what this mysterious Peterman can do at quarterback.
I'm Jay Peterman. Poor old Walt has a polyp in the 2-1. And I began running as fast as I could.
It probably doesn't matter because the Bills will win this game when the Chargers find a new way to blow a lead during the final 2 minutes. That's what I think will happen, but I have to pick the Chargers right now, I guess. Chargers. The 7-2 Patriots at the 4-5 Raiders in Mexico City. Patriots, 7-point favorites. The Patriots have been practicing at high elevation here in Colorado to prepare to play at 7,382 feet above sea level in Mexico City. They were practicing at the Air Force Academy, which sits at an elevation of 7,258 feet. So I think they'll be prepared. The Raiders, in their preparation, sampled new high-tech butt plugs coming out of Silicon Valley to prepare for the pounding they're about to receive with their terrible defense trying to stop Tom Brady. The Raiders' offense can win this game if they play perfect and score 40-plus points. But I'm going to take the Patriots, still always one step ahead of their opponents. And Belichick, if you were really smart, you would have practiced in Fairplay, Colorado all week. That's 9,000-plus feet of elevation, nerd.
This is incoherent drivel.
The 8-1 Eagles at the 5-4 Cowboys. Eagles, 4-point favorites on the road. I'm surprised that Philadelphia is only 4-point favorites here to the division rival Cowboys. I know those teams always play each other close, but Atlanta embarrassed Dallas last week, only allowing 7 points. The Eagles are rested and have a much better defense than Atlanta. If Adrian Claiborne can have 6 sacks in one game, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Vinny Curry might combine for 12 this weekend. The Eagles win, and I am betting on them to cover that 4-point spread on BetDSI. This is my bet for the week that I am doing. I am dropping money on this, and I only do it with one game, especially with Sean Lee dealing with a hamstring injury on the Cowboys defense. Give me those Eagles. The 5-4 Falcons at the 6-3 Seahawks. Seattle, 3-point favorites at home. Monday Night Football might be boring. Monday Night Football is what they're going to call it. Seattle lost Richard Sherman for the year with an Achilles injury. Cam Chancellor was seeking a second medical opinion this week on his stinger, which is slang for fucking neck injury. But the team should see the return of Earl Thomas. This is a tough pick for me. Both teams have looked great at times, and both teams have looked terrible. Ryan and Wilson can be game changers, and Wilson might need to be after the 6-sack performance Adrian Claiborne had in Dallas. Atlanta had 9 sacks in that game, and Seattle's offensive line is not good. I'm going to take Atlanta. Better health, and they're trending up, but this could be close. Seattle, even when they look like they're about to shit the bed, find ways to win. But give me Atlanta. Finally, you can keep this channel independent and free from being censored by the man with a monthly donation on Patreon. It's patreon.com/ThatsGoodSports. And this week I have big dick shout outs for donors. James Williamson with the Monster Cock $20 donation. WCF Media, check out WCF's YouTube channel. Really funny reviews there. Cassie Price and Britt Bayers. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for watching another prediction episode here on That's Good Sports. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Share this shit on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, come subscribe to YouTube. I'm on Twitter at Brandon Perna. And boy, oh boy, getting late in the season here. What's gonna happen? Handful of teams nobody even wanted to see will be in the playoffs.